Huw Edwards has announced his decision to quit the BBC, following a 40-year career with the broadcaster. This comes after a turbulent year for the former News at 10 lead presenter, who has resigned on medical advice. The 62-year-old, who first joined the BBC in 1984 as a news trainee, has been off the air since July 2023, following a report by The Sun claiming that an unnamed star had paid a young person for sexually explicit photographs. Following widespread speculation, Huw's wife Vicky Flynn named him publicly as the man at the centre of the allegations, and stated that he had been admitted to the hospital after suffering serious mental health issues. The Metropolitan Police did not take any action against Huw, stating that there had been no information to indicate that a criminal offence has been committed. As Huw steps away from the BBC, The Mirror takes a look at the newsreader's life now, from his supportive wife to his huge decision. Marriage. On July 7, 2023, news broke that an unnamed BBC employee had allegedly paid a 17-year-old more than £35,000 for sexually explicit photos. 1 week later, on July 12, Huw's wife Vicky named him as the individual at the centre of the claims. Huw has not commented publicly regarding the allegations. Releasing a statement on her husband's behalf, Vicky said, "In light of the recent reporting regarding the BBC presenter, I am making this statement on behalf of my husband Huw Edwards, after what have been 5 extremely difficult days for our family. I am doing this primarily out of concern for his mental well-being and to protect our children. Huw is suffering from serious mental health issues. As is well documented, he has been treated for severe depression in recent years." A source told the Mail Online at the time, "I can't say it was characteristic, but it was certainly typical of Vicky. She's smart and she's thoughtful, and although I cannot begin to imagine the nightmare they have been going through, I'm sure she would have taken the action she did to protect the family and Huw." Vicky was 28 when she first locked eyes with Huw, then a 30-year-old BBC correspondent at Westminster, while they were working on a TV review of the year 1991. They didn't get together, however, until Huw's friend dropped out of a skiing trip and he asked Vicky to go along in their place. Huw later recalled, "We turned up at Gatwick to find our flight was delayed for 14 hours. We started talking then and haven't ever really stopped." By 1993, the couple were engaged, and after settling into married life in Dulwich, South London, they welcomed 5 children, 3 sons and 2 daughters. Mental health struggles. In her statement, Vicky went on to share that the events had greatly worsened matters, adding that Huw was receiving inpatient hospital care for the foreseeable future following another serious episode. Huw has previously spoken out about his difficulties with depression and anxiety, which have at times been so bad that he's been left unable to get out of bed. Speaking with mental health campaigner and journalist Alistair Campbell for the Men's Health UK Talking Heads interview series, Huw said, "I'm pretty clear that I have suffered, and do suffer, from depression. Your mind goes into a place where you don't want to do anything. You can't make any decisions. Things that you usually enjoy, you dread. You come into work and obviously, you do a professional job, but you're kind of pushing your way through it." He continued, "It's not anxiety, although it includes anxiety, but it tends to hit me in a strong wave and then go away. I think at least I now know when I'm going to enter a phase like that. Your mind goes into a place where you don't want to do anything. You can't make any decisions. Things that you usually enjoy, you dread. You come into work and obviously, you do a professional job, but you're kind of pushing your way through it. And, of course, if it's very bad, as it has been a few times over the course of 20 years, you can't work. During the worst one I had, I couldn't get out of bed. Quitting BBC. In a statement given Monday, April 22, the BBC said, Huw Edwards has today resigned and left the BBC after 40 years of service. Huw has explained that his decision was made on the basis of medical advice from his doctors. The BBC has accepted his resignation, which it believes will allow all parties to move forward. We don't believe it appropriate to comment further. If you're struggling and need to talk, the Samaritans operate a free helpline open 24/7 on 116 123. Alternatively, you can email joe@samaritans.org or visit their site to find your local branch. Do you have a story to share? Email us at julia.banham@reachblock.com.